class. Today we're going to learn about factoring. So if we'd like to factor x squared minus 5x plus 6, we want to find two numbers that multiply to give 6 and add up to give 5. So we want two numbers that multiply to 6 and add to 5. 6 from here, multiply to give this number, the third number, and add to give 5. So, what would be two numbers like that? Well, it helps to think about what the factors of 6 are. We have 1 and 6, and 2 and 3. So, of these two, which add up to give 5? 2 and 3. So, we will write this down as a product of two binomials. So, a lot of times I like to do this, x and x. Can you see that the x here is, the x times x will give me x squared. And now, my 2 and my 3, I will put here and here. I like to put the signs in last. What sign will I need to make this minus 5x? Here my outer term will be 3x, my inner term will be 2x. Well, it'd be nice if those were both negative, because then negative 3x and negative 2x would be negative 5x. So we put a minus here and a minus here. And this will be the factorization. So, how do I know that we want two numbers that add to 5? I know that I want two numbers that add to 5 because this sign is positive. If this sign is negative, then I need two numbers that subtract to 5. We're going to do a couple more examples like this, and then we'll look at examples that subtract to give that middle number. So, let's factor x squared minus 7x plus 10. So, we want two numbers that multiply to give 10 and add to give 7. Again, we know that it is adding because this sign is positive. So, if we factor this, we need to know what the factors of 10 are. So 10 has factors 1 and 10, or 2 and 5. So which of these add up to 7? Well, 1 plus 10 is 11, so that can't be it. 2 plus 5 is 7, so that looks like it. So here I again do x and x. Remember, I'm doing that because this x times that x will give me x squared. Now I would like to have these two multiply to give 10, so I can put the 2 here and the 5 there. Now, what should my signs be? We've got 5x, we've got 2x. If you want to add those up right now, putting plus signs, they give me plus 7x, but I need minus 7x. So I'm going to put a minus here and a minus here. So let's check this one by FOIL, and we'll also talk through the check of the other one. So here is our check. Our check is x times x is x squared. 3 times x times minus 3 is minus 3x. Minus 2 times x is minus 2x. And minus 2 times minus 3 is plus 6. These two add up to give us x squared minus 5x plus 6. Notice that this is an exact match for what we started with. Can't be close, it has to be an exact match. So every variable, every number, every sign must match exactly. If this sign were negative, that would not be a match. Alright, let's check this one as well. Again, we're going to use FOIL. We multiply first times first, outer times outer, inner times inner, and last times last. So we get x squared minus 5x minus 2x minus 2 times minus 5 is plus 10. These two are like terms, so they add up to give us x squared minus 7x plus 10. Note that this is an exact match for what we started with, and thus this checks. Alright, let's look at another example. Suppose that we have to factor x squared plus 7x plus 12. What are the factors of 12? We're going to want two numbers that multiply to 12 and add up to 7. 12 has 1 and 12 as factors, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. Which pair of those going across add up to 7? Well, 1 plus 12 is 13, that's not it. 2 plus 6 is 8, that's not it. 3 plus 4 is 7, so it looks like it's this one. So again, we do x and x. These two x's will multiply to give x squared. Then we do 3 and 4. X times 4 is 4x, 3 times x is 3x. That adds up to 7x. Should that be plus or minus? Well, if we make both of these plus signs, then we will get, when we check it out, x squared plus 4x plus 3x plus 12. And 4x plus 3x is equal to 7x. So this will be x squared plus 7x plus 12. Notice that is an exact match for what we started with. Thus, this checks out. And this would be our factorization. So this is how we approach it when our sign here in our problem is positive. When our sign here is negative, we will look for two numbers that multiply to give the third number, or the constant number, the number by itself, and subtract to give that inner number. So we'll look at those in the next video.